Hello, my Instacart community. How are you doing today? I hope everybody's doing well and you're making money and you don't have car issues and all the Instacart ratings are just there and you've got your 5 and everything's wonderful. But sometimes it isn't that way, right? So we plan and hope for the best, but we will deal with adversity as it comes. That's how we have to roll. And I think being a gig worker gets you to the place of just learning to accept what is instead of stamping your feet, pouting, and pounding your fists. One of my sons used to do that in grocery stores when I wouldn't let him get the Skittles or the whatever those things were back then, gummies and all the other stuff. Wonder where he got that from. God knows I've never been a brat. Well, so here we are. And somebody says that this channel is all I do is complain. I don't think I do. I like to think that I have a leaf of the page of the book of reality. So sometimes there are tales and adventures that, aren't necessarily perfect, but I think that's for identification purposes, not to just whine. I think it's just to show everybody and to, make this a forum, a platform where other people can compare or just, vent, shake it off, talk about their day as well. I mean, isn't it nice to identify with somebody when you've had a henny day and things don't go right? I mean, that's how it's always been for me. Perhaps there's just a difference of how somebody relates, but yeah, somebody rattled my cage and good luck. Anyway, so what we do here is we talk about things and the good, the bad, and the ugly because it happens. Sure, I try to stay motivated, but at the end of the day, I want to be as motivated as I can be and as comfortable and content with my gig life and my lifestyle to make you feel motivated and set to do, yes, another day. There's a lot to be said about learning how to get to each day or maybe just another trip, another Instacart batch, another food delivery order with a clean slate. And I've had to really learn a lot and choose to grow with that. Sometimes we have ridiculous things. Now, I come from I live on Cape Cod, and I think that Uber Eats is a much more lucrative kind of platform for me with food and coffee deliveries. And it just seems that way. And people can deal with the tips. I get really good tips off of Uber Eats. DoorDash seems to be challenging for me. Now, I do the morning. I work until like maybe 1 in the afternoon. So maybe it's different for people that do DoorDash at night. Maybe there's like the next and the next and the next. And what I find with DoorDash is, yes, there's a next and the next and the next. I can't snap anymore. Offering, but it's like 12 miles away for $4 or $2. I've seen ridiculous offerings, and it's like, really, algorithm? Do you really think I want to drive, 14.7 miles for $6? I don't think so. And 14.7 miles down here on the Cape can be an hour because it's bumper to bumper traffic, not to mention waiting in line. And every single place has a want ad, a now hiring. And, people are making $18 an hour for where we used to be paid like $3 or $4 an hour when I was growing up. I know it was the dark ages. Electricity hadn't been invented yet, but um, and so it's a challenge with DoorDash. And although there's places, this one particular place, it's an earthy, crunchy place. They do an incredible job. People love their food. The aroma that wafts out from my thermal bag in the back seat is incredible. I want to eat their order, but I don't. But I want to support them because good for them. They're really making a name for themselves. It's a one place only. And I just love, because I just know that owner, what his values are, and it's great. And so I love it when I get one of his, and sometimes I will drive a few extra miles just because of who they are there and their product and the people that order it. It's not their fault they live 12 miles away, but it can be a challenge. And so, although I love DoorDash, the offers keep coming, but sometimes they just aren't reasonable. Whereas Uber Eats, I live in the red area. If there's going to be a red area that day with ordering, it's like the hub. And so I want to kind of stay there because as soon as I go, 1 foot past that red zone, it says you're out of your area. I know that. You sent me here. So it's all interesting. And I did get, I you can get that frustration and everything, but getting that clean slate, sometimes the clean slate is like halfway through a tough order. You've waited in line. I mean, I've noticed with DoorDash, I've had to unassign some because like I get to the Dunkin' that I love because they do the order. You can just walk right into their lobby. It's right there with the name on it. You don't have to come up with the 9782453 code like one McDonald's makes me do. You can just go by the first name. So you go in and Jody's order is ready and it's great. Well, on Sunday, which is a day that I was pretty much dedicating myself to just DoorDash because it was one after the other after the other. A lot of motels in the area, so a lot of Dunkin' and McDonald's orders, Honeydew Donuts, just to, for the motel room before they get up and go for the day. I was enjoying that. But I get to the Dunkin' Donuts and they don't have the lobby that day, so maybe they have a help shortage too. Every place seems to have a help shortage down here. There's so many jobs that you can just get. And so, but that's where we notice it. And our version of the big box store, we're a Costco wannabe, is BJ's. And I was in there Monday as I record this, and they had all this great help. They had people at the deli, they had ample cashiers, and customer service had 2 people instead of just one, and the line that leads out the door. And it was great. Well, we're 15 miles from Plymouth, which is on the other side of the bridge, as they say. And I guess they gave them pay bumps, mileage, and choice of hours to come down and help on the Cape because they were down 43 employees the last time somebody gave me that information. And so they hired all these people, so it was great. And this lady, she was a hot ticket. Her name was Deb, and she's from Plymouth. And she said, I'm going to be the best cashier you've ever had. And it's like, it's great. And so she was doing a bang up job. She came from Plymouth. Bing, bada bing, in and out. And I love, excuse me, I love big box store orders, as long as they don't have the waters. But even if they do, as I've often said, maybe you guys have noticed this too, is that this is the size that we have. This is the flavor of the brand that you're asking for. Like, say, the Paul Newman coffee. We have decaf. We have decaf, and we have Newman's own organic. Which do you want, right? And so I love that part. The deli had 2 or 3 people. So I ordered my ham and American cheese. Why do people have you wait at the deli for 8 minutes for American cheese? It's not even a cheese. It's a cheese product, right? This always cracks me up. Land O'Lakes? And so, anyway, yeah, that was a complaint. So it was great to, see them get that help, but not every place has that option of grabbing people from another one of their places to come and help out. So it was a great day and I appreciated it. But sometimes the clean slate has to come mid-delivery, right? Whether it's, you're shopping for Instacart or you're doing a food delivery, sometimes the aggravation of like, the takeout, the drive-through. I mean, doing a drive-through, I was getting DoorDash orders for like Dunkin' Donuts, not this particular one, but another one, and it was like I was going to be 15th in line for $7. There's no lobby, and it's like this is crazy. I mean, really, you can't do that in the summer, and you don't know till you get there. So then you have to unassign it, and they kind of spank you a little bit. This is going to affect your rating, and it's like I know it is, but my blood pressure needs more attention right now than my rating, right? So anyway, this is not a channel for just complaining. This is a channel for sharing and still staying motivated, still, waking up and wanting to do it one more day, ending up with a great day, giving great customer service, even if you're coming off the most order or, Instacart shop, to get to the next one where you have to be chipper and kind and communicate and not punish them for that one. You have to do, it's kind of like theater for us, right? We have to like put on that face and just go back at it. It's a no matter what, So being a member of the no matter what club, it's like each new opportunity is where we land, right? It's a new opportunity. We can shake it, snap it, just, get a grip and go back out there and be motivated once again. And perhaps that's the best way to end up doing it, right? Is to be, newly motivated, training ourselves to do it, having that elastic on our wrist where you can just snap it. It's like, get a grip, girlie. This new person, it's not their fault that you just had a bad one, right? Just smile and customer service and, smile under the mask if you still have to wear a mask. And just one more trip. And before you know it, your bank account says, thank you. Thank you very much. So stay motivated. Snap out of it, girlie. I'll see you here the next time. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye for now.